Good day, geometry. Today we're talking about a topic that I don't hate as much as the rest. It's transformations in the plane. So we're going to identify rigid transformation. So the first thing I want you to notice is the definition here. A congruence transformation. And if you remember, congruence means equal. So if we had a congruent triangle, it means that the two congruent triangles are two equal triangles. Their dimensions have not changed. So congruence means that they're going to be equal. Is a transformation where the original figure or pre-image, we call it a pre-image, right? And the transformed figure or the image are still congruent. So if we look here, we have in A, the pre-image is this triangle here. And then the image is this triangle here. And if you notice, they're facing in different directions. However, let me go a little bit deeper. They're facing in different directions. However, they're the same dimensions. So this one, each vertex and its image are the same distance from the y-axis. This is a reflection. So think about it this way. The y-axis here is a reflection of the image. So it's a reflection. It's reflecting over the y-axis. So the first one we have is a reflection or flip. So you can look at it as two things. It's either reflected over the y-axis or it's just flipped. And if we notice this, this image is flipped over the y-axis. The next one we're going to look at is let's go with orange, translation or a slide. So this is just you're sliding the figure down, over, left, or right. So if we have our pre-image is this guy. So this is a kite, just so you know. Our pre-image is that one. Our image or after the translation is, or after the transformation is this. And what did we do? We just slid it down. And what you notice is the orientation of the object did not change at all. So it just slid down, and we call that a slide or a translation. And then the third one is a rotation or a turn. So if we have, this is our pre-image, you notice that our image after the transformation is the same dimensions, but it's rotated, it's turned. And that's called a rotation or a turn. So each vertex and its image are the same distance from their origin. The angles formed by each pair of corresponding points in the origin is congruent. This is a rotation. So let's go ahead and look at what you're doing for this assignment. For this assignment, all you're doing is telling me whether it's a reflection, a translation, or a rotation. So you're not doing any other thing. You're just looking at it and telling me if it's a reflection, rotation, or translation. So if we looked at number one, it flips over the x-axis. So we know that as a reflection. Number two, if you notice, it slid down to the fourth quadrant, from the second to fourth quadrant. So that is a translation. If you notice in three, the triangle, and I'm going pretty quick, but you guys can write down the answers as you're watching the video, of course. As it's rotating, it's turning, so that's a rotation. Number four, if you notice, the orientation is not the same again, so it is a rotation. Number five is a little tricky, actually. Not that it's tricky, but it could be two different things. If you notice, number five, it could be a reflection because it flips over the y-axis, but it could also constitute as a slide or a translation. So number five has two choices. And then number six, again, this one is a flip. It flips over the x-axis, so that's a reflection. So there you go. That's all you guys are doing today. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Have a good one, guys.